The North Atlantic, May 1941. A vast, unforgiving expanse where the cold, gray dawn often brought not light, but only deeper shadows. This was a stage set for tragedy, shrouded in a thick, impenetrable fog that clung to the waves like a shroud. Here, the fate of nations would turn on a single, devastating encounter. The air was heavy with the scent of salt and the promise of ice. Below the surface, the ocean churned with unseen currents, mirroring the tension that gripped the men on deck. This was the hunting ground of giants, and the hunt had just begun. From the swirling mists emerged the British cruiser Suffolk, a lone sentinel in the vast emptiness. Her radar, a new and vital eye, pierced the gloom. What it found sent a chill through every man on board. Two massive shapes moving with ominous purpose. The German battleship Bismarck, pride of the Kriegsmarine, was on the loose. Alongside her, the heavy cruiser Prinz Eugen, a formidable escort. Their mission, to sever the vital lifelines of the Allied convoys, to starve Britain into submission. Suffolk's discovery ignited a desperate chase. A misread move, a fatal miscalculation, would soon plunge the Royal Navy into its darkest hour. The pride of the fleet, a symbol of British naval supremacy, was about to face its ultimate test. The hunt began in earnest, a deadly game of cat and mouse played out across hundreds of miles of frigid ocean. Suffolk, a shadow in the snow-laden air, clung to the German ships from behind. Her radar beam, a silent tether, kept them in sight. But the Bismarck was no ordinary prey. Her advanced listening gear intercepted Suffolk's transmissions, confirming what her crew already suspected. They had been found. The element of surprise, so crucial to their mission, was gone. The Bismarck, a titan of steel and fire, turned her guns, not on Suffolk, but on the British cruiser Norfolk, which had also joined the pursuit. A salvo roared, disabling Norfolk's radar, temporarily blinding one of the hunters. The news of Bismarck's breakout sent shockwaves through the Admiralty. Britain's most powerful warships were dispatched. The battlecruiser HMS Hood, a legend of the First World War, and the brand-new battleship Prince of Wales, still undergoing sea trials, steamed to intercept. Admiral Lancelot Holland, commanding the British force, believed he held the advantage. Yet, in the swirling chaos of the North Atlantic, a critical error was made. As the British ships closed, Holland misidentified Prinz Eugen as the Bismarck, a mistake that would prove catastrophic. The British plan was audacious, a classic naval maneuver known as crossing the T. By positioning themselves perpendicular to the enemy, they could bring all their forward guns to bear, unleashing a devastating broadside. It was a tactic born of confidence, perhaps even arrogance. Holland ordered his ships to close the distance rapidly, to engage before the Germans could fully react. He believed he had control, that the Bismarck was trapped. But the fog, both physical and metaphorical, obscured the true nature of the impending confrontation. The dawn of May 24, 1941, broke with a chilling clarity. The Hood, a ship of immense power and a symbol of British might, opened fire first. Her massive guns roared, sending shells hurtling towards the enemy. But her target was wrong. She aimed at Prinz Eugen, not the Bismarck. The Prince of Wales, still new and untested, followed suit. Her guns, though powerful, faltered. Mechanical issues plagued her turrets, a cruel twist of fate that would deny her full firepower in the critical moments to come. Prinz Eugen, with chilling precision, scored a hit on the Hood. A fire erupted on the battlecruiser's boat deck, a beacon of vulnerability in the gray light. The Hood, a ship designed for a different era, was about to pay the ultimate price for her outdated armor. Admiral Holland, in a desperate attempt to bring his aft guns to bear, ordered a turn. It was a fatal decision. As the Hood turned, she exposed her vulnerable length, her thinly armored deck, to the enemy. It was a line broken, a fatal flaw laid bare. The Bismarck, under the command of Admiral Gunther Lütjens, seized the moment. Her massive 15-inch guns, honed for destruction, found their mark. A salvo struck the Hood's control tower and bridge, tearing through the ship's vital organs. Then a second, more devastating hit. A shell plunged through the Hood's deck, penetrating her magazines. The explosion was cataclysmic, a flash of blinding light and a thunderous roar that ripped through the morning air. The Hood broke in two, her stern rising vertically before plunging into the icy depths. In less than 3 minutes, the pride of the Royal Navy was gone. Of her 1,418-man crew, only 3 survived. The loss was unimaginable, a national tragedy that sent shockwaves across the world. The sea had claimed its victim, and with it, a piece of Britain's soul. The Prince of Wales, now alone, was left to face the wrath of the Bismarck. Damaged, with her guns still faltering, she was the last lion standing against an enraged beast. The Bismarck, having just delivered a mortal blow, turned her full fury on the new battleship. Salvo after salvo rained down. The Prince of Wales took further hits, suffering flooding and heavy casualties. Yet despite the overwhelming odds, she continued to fight. Her crew, stunned but defiant, returned fire, a testament to their courage in the face of certain destruction. Admiral Lütjens, his jaw tightened, made a critical choice. He did not finish off the Prince of Wales. The Bismarck herself had sustained damage, losing over 1,000 tons of precious fuel oil. The risk of further engagement, with more British forces undoubtedly on their way, was too great. The Bismarck, wounded but victorious, turned towards France, seeking sanctuary in the occupied ports. The immediate threat was gone, but the hunt was far from over. The sinking of the Hood had ignited a firestorm of grief and vengeance across Britain. The emotional impact of the Hood's sinking was profound. For many, it was not just the loss of a ship, but the loss of a loved one, a brother, a son. The war, already a distant concept for some, became intensely personal. This was a story of mistakes and misjudgments, of fate and the cruel hand of chance. It was a testament to the courage of men facing impossible odds and the tragic consequences of a single, devastating encounter. The sea keeps many secrets, but this one, etched in the annals of naval history, would not remain hidden. The Bismarck, though she had escaped for now, would not escape her shadow. Her triumph was fleeting, her destiny already sealed. Join us for the next chapter of this naval legend. Subscribe to uncover the full story when the hunters return and the Bismarck becomes the hunted.